My husband sold my late father's classic Mustang to pay for his mistress's condo. My father spent 20 years restoring his 1967 Mustang. It wasn't just a car, it was his soul. When he passed away, he left it to me, with one condition. Never let it go, Sarah. It's your safety net. My husband, Mark, always called it that rusty eyesore. He's a high-stakes realtor who loves the smell of fast money. Lately, he'd been working late a lot. New suits, expensive watches, and a sudden interest in downsizing our life. Last Tuesday, I came home to an empty garage. The Mustang was gone. I called Mark, screaming. He sounded so calm. Honey, it was a collector's item. We needed the liquidity for that new investment property in Miami. I did it for us. I almost believed him. Until I checked our shared cloud drive. Mark had left his personal email logged in. There were no investment properties. There was a lease agreement for a luxury condo in downtown Chicago, under the name of his junior assistant, Tiffany. The sale price of my father's car, $85,000, exactly the amount of the down payment for Tiffany's new love nest. I didn't cry. I didn't even call him back. Instead, I called the buyer of the car. Turns out, the buyer was an old friend of my father's. When I told him what happened, he was disgusted. He agreed to sell it back to me immediately, but we kept the paperwork off the books for 48 hours. Then, I made my move. I waited until Mark and Tiffany were at their celebration dinner at a 5-star steakhouse. I walked in, wearing the dress I bought with Mark's emergency credit card. I sat down at their table and placed a heavy envelope in front of Mark. "What's this?" he asked, his face turning a ghostly shade of white. "The bill of sale for the Mustang," I whispered, loud enough for the whole restaurant to hear. "I bought it back, with the money from your secret offshore account, the one you thought I didn't know about." I leaned in closer, while Tiffany looked like she wanted to vanish. "Oh. And the condo?" I called the owner. "Since the down payment was made with stolen property, my car, the lease is void. You have exactly 1 hour to move your things out of our house before I report the theft of that $85,000 to the police." Mark tried to grab my arm, but I just smiled. "Don't touch the merchandise, Mark. You're officially bankrupt." I walked out, hopped into my father's Mustang, and let the engine roar. Some things are classic, and some people are just trash.